It seems like we get them a lot. Announcements saying that X amount of jobs are coming to North Carolina or South Carolina. Those announcements almost always come with some mention of incentives. But what happens when companies don't actually follow through? Well, here are 3 examples. Case number 1, Dell. That company got incentives from North Carolina to open a factory in Winston-Salem in 2005, only to close that factory 4 years later.
We lure them here, but as soon as it's financially unsound for them to stay here, they're gone.
The incentives, $279 million from the state and local government. Dell agreed to pay back only $26 million. Now to case number 2.
Give God a chance.
Inspiration Networks was considered a nonprofit when it got millions to cross the border from Charlotte to Lancaster County.
I think that there is a legitimate question to be asked on taking taxpayer funding to fund an organization that by its nature is tax exempt itself.
Our I-team found Inspiration was making millions of dollars. In 2009, South Carolina decided that Inspiration wasn't tax exempt and forced them to pay $800,000 in taxes.
Getting that kind of money would certainly be a help.
The company was supposed to build out its 93-acre campus, but that hasn't happened. Number 3, Chiquita. The company got $18 million in state and local money to move its headquarters here in 2011.
This stuff is good for you, and Chiquita jobs are good for Charlotte and North Carolina.
But a few months ago, Chiquita announced it was merging with an Irish company and moving its headquarters to Dublin. State leaders say they probably won't have to pay back the incentive money.
I don't think so, because those incentives are there and in place in order to create jobs, and they remain very committed to the job creation here in North Carolina.
So to sum up, those are 3 companies that didn't exactly follow through on their promises. Doesn't necessarily mean that you and I, the taxpayer, are going to get our money back. In Charlotte, Jeremy Markovich, NBC Charlotte.